You're not really good with that intro button.
What are you talking about?
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Grant rolling here with the DMG Gaming Podcast. And as always, I'm joined by the guy who told me off camera that indeed Wukong does need inclusivity and diversity.
Well, first off, let's get to the point of you need to turn your damn microphone
Is it up or down?
Off camera and put it on your actual microphone.
Is it? Oh, do I need to do that?
Yeah, you sure do.
How about you? What? You're right, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Let's try this again.
Oh, man, look at that.
Let's try this again.
I'm a
What's
genius.
going on, everybody? It's your boy Grant rolling here with the DMG Gaming Podcast. And as I said before, I am joined by the guy who doesn't really like Wukong. He sides with with everybody who says it needs diversity. The bad guy, the evil man himself, my
Anyone
boy.
that's listened to this podcast, yes, I'm going to interrupt your introduction because that was a shit introduction. Anyone who's watched this podcast knows that's not true. So let's get to it. So let's get to the news, Grant. Guess what we're going to talk about?
Well, I got it on camera. We're gonna show all the behind the scenes footage of you. Like, man, Wukong, man, they just need diversity and people to be inclusive. That's what they need.
No one believes that. Shut up. Okay, so let's get to it. Black Myth Wukong, 52 early reviews on Metacritic. Is sitting at an 82 currently on all early reviews. All right, but let's talk about this review. The subject of the day that's on Twitter, Screen Rant, gave Wukong a 3 out of 5.
Well, hold on one second. Before we say what they said, let's talk about what everybody else said, so we can kind of see what the contrast, the compare and contrast is. So basically, everybody said amazing game, 9 out of 10. Surprisingly, IGN, who I thought would give it like a 2 out of 10 because it didn't have, I figured they would be the Screen Rant. They would side with Screen Rant on this. Surprisingly, gave it an 8 out of 10. Metacritic's overall score was what, 83, 84? What was it? Something like that?
82.
Something along those, or something like that, yeah.
82.
So everybody gave it, 9 5s. Somebody gave it a 10. So there's a bunch of high scores until, now go ahead.
Do you know why they gave it a 3 out of 5?
Oh, I know why, but let's see what everybody else has to say about it.
Okay, so they gave it a 3 out of 5 because the game, this is a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's put a background on this real quick. What Wukong is?
There's no humans.
Okay. Well, first off, it's based off a Chinese novel called Journey to the West. Okay, it's a Chinese novel with fictional characters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what Screen Rant said?
What did they say? They
said the game lacked diversity and inclusion.
Kind of like what you said earlier.
Exactly.
kind of like what the review you said off camera.
No. Yeah. So IGN gave it 8 out of 10.
Surprisingly.
Many other early reviewers gave it a perfect score, 9s, 4 out of 5s. It got great reviews for early. I mean, 82 is a great score. Regardless of these ridiculous scores from Screen Rant, and let's bring up another one. Tech Radar, same thing. Same thing when it came to diversity and inclusion. And also, let's talk about, they continue to reference the IGN hit piece that's already been debunked. They continue to reference that in their reviews and their articles. And that entire thing has already been debunked.
What does that say? What does that tell you? That these quote-unquote journalists aren't doing their due diligence.
But what's funny, to top all this off, I guess Kotaku didn't give it early access.
This is funny. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder why.
They didn't get access to the early review. They didn't get the game early.
Oh, poor Makante or whatever her name is.
They did write an article talking about the reviews of Wukong. And I guess they're just sad they were left out.
It's kind of like not going. It's kind of like not going to the prom and then writing in your journal about what the prom was like.
So they might as well get used to it. Eastern developers probably not going to give Kotaku anything early.
Nope.
Now let's be real.
Nope.
But yeah, I mean, this is like, it's amazing that, they're taking a video game of, an object of fiction and talking about diversity and inclusion on a game like this. It's beyond ridiculous. It's amazing to me that
so is it? What is their inclusion consist of? There's not enough trans monkeys. There's not enough gay turtles or whatever is in the game. I mean, whatever's in the game. I mean,
well, this is what they said pretty much in the article, that the original novel had female characters in it.
Okay.
And I guess the lack of female characters in this game. Now let's remember who the game is about. It's about the monkey, basically the character, your main character that you play, and that's it. I mean, you meet other fictional characters through the game.
I guarantee there's women in this game somewhere.
Well, not enough.
It's not their type of women. It's not the women that they want, that they feel that represent them, right?
Exactly. All right. So there's a lack of female, I guess, protagonists in the game and other characters that they're very butthurt about. So I guess they decided that deserved a decrease in the score off a video game.
They think they really think they're going to win this battle between their diversity, whatever they got going on with the pledge, the conquest.
They're not going to win.
Let me tell you something. These Korean companies do not give a shit about what you think. I swear.
Well, it's not even the companies. It's the people that play the games.
Oh, yeah.
Like the majority of gamers. I'm talking about like 95% or
correct, man.
Probably more than that.
Dude,
they don't care that there's not diversity in the
I saw so many people. I saw so many people on Twitter like, thank God, this makes me want to buy it more. You know what I mean? Like,
but anyway, all that news, we pulled this from Vera Dark at Vera VARA _DARK. We pulled this from her Twitter. We saw it earlier. And I think it was Grums, too, that wrote about it. But anyway, so we talked about Kotaku being left out. We talked about Screen Rant and Tech Radar giving their reviews based off a bunch of bullcrap. Let's continue on. You got anything else to add to this story before we move on?
You knew somebody was going to have to. You knew somebody like that was going to have to say something, and that was going to be the reasoning why. Like, you just knew it. Like, and here's the thing: this is not going to be the first time this happens for one of these, developers. What's the next Asian game coming out? What they got coming out? You think?
Well, we'll get to this later, but the next season for the First Descendant, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
There's a lot of jiggle going.
The trailer.
There's a lot of.
We'll hold off on that.
There's a lot of ace in that thing.
Yeah. I mean, what else is coming out?
Well, that's not my point. My point is
Mecha Break.
Yeah, that. But I mean, if they let me tell you something. If they complain about diversity in a fucking mech game, Jesus Christ.
Well, they can't complain about women not being in that game. I can tell you that.
Well, that's the thing, though. But my point is they're going off on these tangents. And the next company up's going to have to deal with the same problem. I mean, they're going to keep doing it until they think they're going to win, and they're not going to win.
It's not going to matter. They're going to make money off the game.
Exactly. Eventually, they're going to have to give up and just fight another diverse battle.
That's right. Okay, let's move on.
All right.
Deadpool and Wolverine, highest grossing R-rated film ever. Ever. That's insane.
Even more than Showgirls?
I mean, they're above 1 billion now, I think. I'm pretty sure they are. Like 1 billion. Did you see the last number on it?
Yeah, it was like 1 point something billion, yeah.
My goodness. But yeah, you still haven't seen it though, right?
I haven't seen it, man.
You need to see it, dude.
I feel like I've seen so many clips on Twitter now that I've seen the movie.
You need to see it.
I know.
It's worth to go see.
I saw the car scene where they're fighting in the car.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. But yeah, you got to see it, dude. Take
let
your
me ask you a
wife.
question. I know, I am. So let me ask you a question. So Deadpool can heal that quick? Like he took Wolverine's to the dome, like he took the claws to the dome.
Have you not seen the other Deadpool movies?
Oh yeah, I know. I just didn't know. I didn't know his brain healed that fast.
No,
like,
yeah. I mean, he got his head rammed into a fence the last movie, Deadpool 2,
yeah,
by
I forgot about
Juggernaut.
that. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he can heal. He also got a knife to dome in the first one.
Yeah, that is true. I guess I need to. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna watch the first two again.
Yeah, how about you go do that? Go watch the first.
I'm
two,
sorry,
'cause
Marvel.
You
I'm
obviously
sorry.
don't know what the hell you're
I'm
talking
sorry,
about.
Marvel nerd.
Yeah, exactly. I am.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
This is come from the dude that just did like a deep dive into Daredevil, the new Born Again show. Yeah, I remember the last podcast. You knew
right.
your stuff. You call me a Marvel nerd, but you knew your stuff the last episode.
Boy, you should know. That's why
Okay.
I like to pick and choose. I like to come out and strike at certain times,
Oh, okay.
like a
All right,
cobra.
so let's move on. All right, the First Ascendant, season 1, Invasion is what it's going to be called. So right now, the First Descendant is actually in preseason, but their new season, their first actual season, is coming out August 29th, and it's going to be called Invasion. If you saw the trailer's wild.
It is
beginning
wild.
portion, yeah.
It is wild.
Did you like that?
I did like it.
There's very good physics in that trailer.
The animations are getting very realistic.
Yes, they are. All right. Let's talk about Netflix. Okay.
Do we have to?
Yes, we have to.
Well, let me guess. Our prices are going up again.
All right. So Netflix, you know the new Lara Croft adaptation, animation adaptation.
Did.
How are they going to ruin this?
And yes, I saw the picture.
You saw the picture.
I will say this. Okay. I don't think it's as bad because she still looks feminine. Now, is it like super hot Lara Croft? No, but she still looks pretty and feminine. You know.
Yeah, she does.
I don't think it's that big of. I think it's kind of an overreaction. I'm sure people can feel how they want to feel. I still think she looks feminine enough to where it's doable. You know what I mean? I don't think it's Sweet Baby Incorporated.
No, well, no.
You know what I mean?
You can just tell from the jaw line.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet Baby.
I mean, they have her look more. I don't know. It's not butch or anything. I mean, I wouldn't say, but it's also not beauty queen like they was in the PlayStation games. You know what I mean?
Her face like she has more grit.
Yeah, like she's yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, she's still pretty. I mean, I don't think she's hideous.
Yeah. I mean, it's just going to depend how they write her. You know what I mean? In the show, it's going to be all up to all the writers and stuff like that and how they portray her.
I mean, you know, they're going to offset her pretty face by giving her an A cup and no ass.
Netflix animation adaptations have been pretty good. I mean,
yeah.
We can say like Castlevania, that's top of the shelf, right?
Let me ask you a question. Yeah. Speaking of Castlevania, I'm glad you said that because I was about to. What did you think of Nocturne? Is it Nocturne or Noctune? What is it? Whatever.
Nocturne.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Nocturne. Did you like that?
It was very slow to get into, but then it started to pick up towards the end. And once really the saving grace of the show, I really thought I didn't like the bad guy characters. They're stupid. Like the girl vampire, she was stupid.
Yeah.
The bad guy was stupid also.
Like the black guy, whatever is that?
Alucard, and they gave him that classic look.
Yeah.
That it ended on a good note.
Yeah.
And it ended on a good note that you know that he's going to be in the next season.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if they hadn't have done that, I probably would have. I mean, I'd have watched it, of course, but I mean, I don't think I'd have been excited about it. I think I would have watched it on my spare time. You know what I mean? I don't think I'd have made a point to watch it. Now that they have
played out, but like, if the bad guy's in Dracula, like, I don't want to see it. Honestly. Yeah. I know the first Castlevania show didn't only had Dracula maybe the first and second seasons, and then they went on, but they had good bad guys.
Yeah. Well, they also had like canon, the people from the actual.
Yeah, canon. But I mean, they were well done.
What I also liked about it, though, the original Castlevania, I know we're getting off topic, though, but is that kind of made you feel sorry for Dracula? Like they kind of humanized him. You know what I mean? Like they kind of.
For a little while.
And
then they kind of humanized him again towards the end when he reunited with
not at the beginning, but definitely not at the beginning.
No, that was a Dracula.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
good part.
After they look like they're about everybody was going to turn on him and stuff, you kind of start feeling bad because you kind of look like he's too old for this. He's
Yeah.
past his prime.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Nocturne. I don't know if that's going to be
Now that they
end up
introduce
being good or
Alucard,
not.
now that they introduce Alucard, I'm going to make a point to watch the next season.
Oh yeah, me too.
If they didn't, like I said, I wouldn't have made it I would have watched it, but it wouldn't have been a priority.
Well, I mean, for Richter's story, he has to have Alucard somewhere in there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
because in Symphony of the Night, this is before Symphony of the Night. I think this takes place during what is it? What was that before? Was it Dracula X?
Bloodlines? No,
No, it wasn't Bloodlines. I'm trying to think what was it before.
I don't know. They kind of they skewed off the story. Like it went like 1, 2, and 3, and then went Super Castlevania or 4, whatever it was.
Well, I wonder if they're going to. Well, eventually, like after Nocturne, are they going to go into Symphony of the Night, or
I don't know.
Are they going to
This is
go
what
in a
they
totally
should.
different era?
This is what they should have done. And because not everybody knows what Castlevania is. I mean, you got to think of a whole new generation who just thinks. I guarantee a lot of people saw it and was like, "Oh, this is a vampire show." You know what I mean? Yeah. I think they should have went in at the how like at the first episode they give the history of who the Belmonts are, kind of where we're at in the story, but who came before. That way you kind of know who is who. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I know they kind of did it like throughout the story, but that still doesn't explain why these people are important.
Yeah, but they did to our generation of gamers that grew up on
to us, yes,
big time Castlevania, like the Easter eggs they added, like they did a really good job on that. Yeah, I get what you're saying, like when it comes to bringing new people in.
Correct.
But I mean, they at the same time they kind of did because a lot of people enjoyed that animation adaptation.
I just think they expected a lot more people to know what was going on. You know what I mean? I just think they should have had like a beginner crash course of like story at the beginning or something,
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see how Nocturne turns out.
Yeah.
If Alucard's like a main part of the next season, it'll be good, I think.
Because this is this is a series just like the games. If you don't know a lot of stuff, it can get very confusing very quickly.
Yeah, and I think they're kind of like doing before Richter goes against Dracula. Like they're trying to find a time period that's not really known that before he engages against Dracula. And I think that's what Nocturne is.
Yeah, because they're big mistakes
they've introduced so far.
Because if they start talking about like Simon Belmont, you know what I mean? Like, who is Simon Belmont and why is he important to this story? You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like they should explain who these people are to people who don't really know the game.
Yeah, they should have. Like when they in that first season, I think it was of Castlevania, or second season when they showed the picture of Leon.
Yeah,
like the original Belmont. Like they should have expanded on his story a little bit,
or just explain who he was and why he was important
and why all this began.
Correct.
All right. Anyway, so let's continue on.
So we went from what were we talking about before? Because we just went from that to we went from Lara Croft to Castlevania.
We went to some Castlevania, bro.
Only we can do that, though, man. Only we can do that.
I could talk Castlevania all day.
I know. So, anyways, long story short about Lara Croft, I'm going to watch it.
Me too.
We'll see.
I was a fan of Lara Croft. We'll see how they do her.
The picture, I think everybody was freaking out about the picture, saying I think she looked fine. I don't think it was overly done bad. Long story short,
we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, let's talk Dragon Age Veilguard.
All right, let's. Well, we don't have to.
Okay. So, Dragon Age Veilguard is shaping up to be very different from the other Dragon Ages.
It's going to be.
I don't know if you're a Dragon Age fan and love the other Dragon Age games, that might be a bad thing. It might be a good thing. I don't know. But the art is completely different.
Mm-hmm.
The way everything is. I don't even know what that art is. It's like a League of Legends looking art, or like some, wonky type of Fortnite art. I mean, it looks weird.
It's like real cartoony.
Yeah, very cartoony. But anyway, so this is where it doesn't make sense. Okay, so every companion can be pansexual. I don't even know what that is, honestly. They throw all these damn sexuals. The removal of blood magic because it was not part of the hero's journey or too dark, but you add all this other bullshit. I mean, what's wrong with having blood magic in the game? I don't know. But their response to that was stupid. Like, you can do all this other crazy shit in the game, but you can't have blood magic because it's too dark and not part of the hero's journey. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, but blood magic, if you ever played the builds in the like Dragon Age, the other Dragon Age games,
Man,
it's
last one
really fun.
I played Inquisition. That was what 2014 or 2010, 12, something. It was a long time ago.
Yeah. Well,
I haven't played Dragon Age in a long time.
Then you have this way out of left field, extremely woke game director who identifies as a queerosexual gendermancer. What the fuck is that?
You know what I say? You know what I say about this game?
I don't care what your sexuality is, dude. I do not care.
Yeah.
But what is that?
Yeah, explain it. Tell me what it is.
What is that? I've never heard of a gendermancer. What is that, like some Avatar stuff?
I have no idea.
Earth, wind, fire.
Your powers combined. I am Gendermancer. Gendermancer. He's the hero.
Like some new Captain Planet character.
Exactly. No, but you know what though? This is the game that will define, right? This game right here will define how well this agenda does. You see what I'm saying? Like,
well, not only that, the game director came out and said, we're going to inherently make this very queer.
Yeah, no, here's the thing is, I say go for it. Go for it and let it fail. Go for it.
Just add it in the story.
Care. I'm not going to play it.
Add it in the story, but why are you trying to inherently make this?
Because they're trying to. This is what they're doing. They're taking. They feel like this is a step in the face for gamers like me and you, and everybody else who wants to reject all this bullshit in games. Now, let them do it.
Sounds like they're going hardcore.
I say let them do it and watch how it fails. Watch it. You think this game's going to be? You think this game's going to be game of the year?
But the other side of me, I mean, I hope this game is good because I love Dragon Ages. You know what I mean?
It's already, but it's already too fucked up.
I keep hearing all this shit. It just tells me that they concentrated on too much shit that they didn't need to, and that worries me.
No, it's not going to be
too much resources to other stuff that no gamer cares about.
Correct,
and that really worries me on when
it comes to the
total aspect of the game.
I go ahead and tell you, this game is going to fail severely because of that. And then you know what they're going to do? You know what they're going to do? They're going to call all us gamers bigots, transphobes.
They always do it. It never fails.
And that's what's going to happen.
It got review bombed. Well, maybe because the game's shit. I hate when people do that.
The thing about it is the reason why I'm not going to play it because it doesn't look anything like any Dragon. It looks like a whole new game. Like why would you even call it Dragon Age? Like why didn't you just call it another game?
Well, you just call it Dreadwolf
or whatever.
You remember the original trailer?
Yeah,
like that trailer no longer exists basically in this game. Basically, when it comes to what the original concept was, they completely removed it. It's very weird. But I don't know, man. Like, I really want this game to be good because it's a Dragon Age game.
It's not going to be.
But
you should have known. You should have known by the way that the game looked, that the way that it was all set up, that it wasn't going to be. Here's the thing. Here's the thing: is I could be wrong. It could be a successful game. It could be, but I'm going to play the odds here and say that it's not going to be.
We'll see. Okay. Grant.
What's up?
I'm in a dilemma, dude.
You're talking about this earlier.
I am in a corner, and I don't know what to do right now because check this out. Space Marine 2.
Okay.
All right. We know all about the multiplayer now. They showed game trailers. I mean, that game looks legit.
Real quick, wasn't there some scandal with that? Like, wasn't somebody trying to talk shit about it or something? Or I thought I read something, and I could have just breezed by it.
Someone can say whatever they want about this game. I don't care who the fuck it is. I'm going to play it.
No. It's not that. Somebody said something like they're trying to political ideologies into it or some shit. I can't remember what it was. It was like
Someone wanted more Space Marine females.
okay, that's okay. Okay.
But there are females in the Warhammer 40K universe. There's some really badass females in already. All right, they already have that.
Just like there's females in the Marines.
Yeah, there's some really badass females in the Marines too.
For real.
I'll tell you that right now. Really badass. That beat the shit out of half the guys I know.
Except me.
Okay, so Space Marine 2. Multiplayer looks fantastic. It comes out September 9th.
Okay.
Season 1 of The First Descendant, another game I'm playing, I've been playing the hell out of, releases 29 August.
Okay.
New Diablo expansion coming October 8th. But the season 5 is currently still new right now. Okay? And then Wukong comes out in 4 days.
All right. So this is what we're gonna have to do. I'm gonna help you out here. We're gonna have to set you up like a little kid chart.
Dude.
We're gonna have to set you up like a little kid chart. Like a chore chart. We're gonna have to set you up. We're gonna have to set you up something like that. So like you can only play these games on this day.
All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to
You
finish
have all
out.
the, you have all the
I have a
systems.
plan. I know I do, because I'm a gamer.
That's right.
I don't just resort to PS5 like some people we know.
Yeah, I don't know who does that. Loser.
Okay, I love PS5. I love PC. I love Xbox too.
Yeah, stop pandering.
Switch. I like it all. All right. Anyway,
you're a pandering guy over here.
shut up. No, because I'm a gamer and I play everything.
I'm
Okay.
an all-American gamer.
I am an all-American gamer. What are you talking about? All right. Anyway, so Space Marine 2, I'm going to play that September 9th. As soon as it releases, I hope they have like a early access because I'm going to get that too. Anyway, I'm going to play that September 9th regardless.
Okay.
That is a done deal.
Okay.
I'm going to continue to play Diablo now, probably until at least 2 more weeks.
Okay. But hold on. These people want to see your tier 8 video. So, I got to brag on you for a second. Let me brag on you.
Well, the tier 8 video is out. It's on YouTube.
No, I'm talking of you. You doing the tier 8 video.
I mean, it's not like a huge accomplishment.
No, but what you did last night that was tight. Let me brag on you for a second.
Well, that's because you died, and the bosses have double health. Everything has double health.
So Ed, I got cocky, like I always do.
You didn't belong in tier 8.
And I said, well, first of all,
you didn't belong in tier 8.
Let's say how many times I died.
That little fat druid of yours didn't belong in tier 8. Maybe tier 6 and 5, but definitely not tier 8.
I died 7 of the 10 waves. I survived 3 of them.
You were dead the entire boss fight, pretty much.
Basically,
maybe the first 30 seconds.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about the waves, and then we'll get to the boss fight. All right.
All right. Continue.
So my druid decided he was going to wax as normal. You know, he tripped. He tripped and got hit by a volcano, like the flame. He got hit. He wasn't looking. My controller died. That's what happened. Basically, the battery of my controller died, and I died. So we didn't have any revives left, right?
So it wasn't the fact that you always just sit in the middle and entire
my controller died. They died. Anyway, so
like all the events I pop into the left.
Controller died.
And
anyway,
you just sit there in the middle and don't go to any events.
The controller, it died. Anyway, so actually, I think I got to replace the battery too. So I got to get a whole new controller. That's how bad it was.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, so we got to the boss fight.
Yeah.
So now these bosses have double health. So let's just say if they have 20 million health, they had 40 million health. I don't know. They probably had 100 million health or what it seemed like.
Billions of health.
Okay.
Billions.
Well, they did. So Ed, after my controller died and I died, Ed waxed. He soloed all 3 of them. He soloed a 2-man tier 8 by himself. We're going to post that video. Matter of fact, he's going to cut that video because I'm going to make him.
Oh no, I'm gonna clip it because you don't know how to clip.
I don't.
You don't know that little button that says clip.
No right technology.
Video.
No. I've promised so when I turn 40, I'm not learning any new technology. That's it. Now I'm gonna be like my dad was when he was 40.
My daughter in here right now. I guarantee you she knows.
Look, but that's the thing though. That's the thing though is when we were her age, we knew more than our parents.
You pull up the video, and there's literally a little button right below your video that says clip.
What? That's what my dad says. I used to do that to my dad. My dad said, "I'm like, all right, Dad, this is how you restart your. This is how you. What was it? No, he wanted to forward an email, right? He wanted to forward an email over the phone. Dude, I was so frustrated. Like about 5 minutes in, I wish I could have snapped my phone in half. I was like, all right, go to the little arrow pointing down. What? What arrow? What? My computer shut off.
I can picture that right in my head.
Yeah, I know, man. So, yeah. So anyway, I had to brag on you, man. I had to give you your props.
You playing tonight, right?
Yes, Ed is one of the best Diablo players you're going to see. I'm putting my stamp on it.
I don't know about that.
Top 10.
Don't know about that.
Top 20.
Don't know about that.
Top 25.
Don't know about that either. No,
Top
but
100.
I like the game. Diablo 4 is fun now. Season 5 is fun. Finally, it's fun. Season 4 was the beginning of the fun.
Yeah, it was.
Now it's really fun.
Season 1 was terrible. It was boring.
Yeah, it was really bad. Bad first season.
Yeah.
But with Path of Exile 2 coming out and
That's another
Diablo
thing.
being good.
That's another thing, man. You have Diablo expansion with all these other games and Path of Exile 2. I'm going to have to pick up the slack. I'm going to have to play one of these games for you.
I'm playing Diablo expansion first because
you don't trust
content right now than
you don't trust me to give you the good information for it, do you?
No, I don't. I don't trust you to be able to beat the first boss, let alone give me information.
What was it that I did? I didn't know the aspect. No. What was that?
So anyone has played Diablo 4, every legendary ancestral item has an aspect attached to it. And, you dismantle that and you get the aspect and you can put on any orange weapon you find or yellow weapon to turn it into a legendary. So Grant has played, for the last week and a half of just not knowing that you can put an aspect on every weapon.
To be fair,
the aspects are permanent. They're always in the inventory as long as you dismantle it and get it.
You are correct. But to be fair, this is the first time that I've played past level 65.
Man, I wonder. I can imagine all the good stuff you dismantled.
Oh my!
Not knowing to put, you were able to change the aspect.
I did.
And I remember telling you many times, "Hey, you got the right aspects on your gear. You can change your aspect, right?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, I got it. I got it."
I'm like, "What?
What? Yeah, God. All right." But yeah.
You're going to figure it out. You're going to beat, but I will say this. Hold on. We got to tell them this, though. So you're retiring on the 23rd, right? Right?
Yep.
24th, you don't have to go to work, right?
Correct.
So from the 24th to the mid-October.
24th is a Saturday. Yeah, I'm not going to work.
Well, okay. Just follow me here, okay? From the 24th to mid-October, you have nothing going on in your life.
That's correct until I start my new job.
Exactly. So you go have some prime time game. You ain't had this much gaming opportunity since you were in high school.
The last 20 years.
I don't think you're gonna know what to do. I don't think you're gonna know what to do with yourself.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm gonna be doing.
Oh, you're gonna have a beard.
I know what I know what I'm gonna be doing.
I forgot. We're about to see bearded Ed.
Oh, you want to be seeing bearded Ed pretty soon.
What's crazy is you see my beard. It's not really
after
that
October
good.
Though.
You see what's good is I don't really have a good beard. It's okay. Ed's beard will look like this first day.
It took you a year to grow that.
It took me about a month. Come on now. I'm not. I got testosterone. I got some testosterone in me.
Baby face.
But your beard will look like this after one day. That's what's gonna piss me off.
That's 2 days right there. It's 2 days.
I hate you.
Okay. So yeah. September, what is it? 9th? Space Marines 2. I'm going in hard in it. Playing a campaign and then right into the multiplayer. Got my plan laid out. All right, Grant. Let's talk August 20th. Guess what's coming August 20th? The opening night of Gamescom.
Gamescom.
Starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And I didn't know what the time
20th.
frame was. I didn't know.
That's because you kept seeing a CEST for what, Central European?
Yeah, I thought that
You
was.
even know what
I
that
thought that
was.
was. I was like, I know. I was like, well, what is Central Eastern time? Fuck, man. I need to travel the world more. That's what I need to do. That's what
man. You
that's
stayed
what
in Mississippi too long.
That's just that. Like, here's the thing: is like every time I talk, people realize that they see why Mississippi's like the 50th in education. Like, they get it now.
Need to see the world, buddy. Get
I
some
got to see the
culture
world.
in you.
I know.
All right, so yeah.
Can you imagine me going to Italy and be like, hey, how you guys doing?
That's how, dude, that's how exactly I was in Okinawa in Japan. Like, my first duty station was Okinawa and coming straight from Mississippi, dude. No one knew what the hell
I can say, how you, konnichiwa, guys. How y'all?
I was like, konnichiwa.
They probably thought you were being racist.
Arigato.
They probably thought that this man's making fun of our language.
Then I learned Japanese and got pretty good at it. All
That's
right.
good.
Let's see. So anyway, some games that will be on the opening night is there will Call of Duty, Black Ops 6, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Switch port confirmed, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I still need to play the first one in this game. I've been meaning to do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I heard that's going to be good. Dune Awakening, which is your survival Dune game.
Batman, Arkham Shadow.
Mm-hmm. Monster Hunter Wilds, Lost Records of Bloom and Rage. Haven't heard much about that.
Dragon Ball.
Marvel Rivals.
Yep.
That game's looking like it's going to be fun.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yep, already said that.
No. Dragon. Dragon Ball, Sparking Zero.
Yep. Indiana Jones.
And the Dial of Destiny. Oh, I'm sorry. They give you that movie for free if you buy this game.
Gosh, man.
That movie, they give you that and the Crystal Skull.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, I think it's called. But yeah.
Here's the thing. Is they
game
had
looks better than any of the last
That's what I'm saying. They had the idea for this game. Why didn't they take this game
into the movie?
Take it into the movie? Why would you put this in the game and then make a terrible movie?
But this is not counting what debuts they will have or world premieres and stuff like that. I'm sure they will have something. Breath of Fire remake.
They gonna have Stalker 2? Star Wars Outlaws. And on the bright side, World of Warcraft, The War Within. Oh, that's another one, dude.
Yeah, that's coming out too. I'm not gonna have time for that. Because World of Warcraft takes time, dude. It's too much time.
So here's
once I get in, if I get into it and like it's a good expansion,
I know
it's over.
I know,
it's over.
Like he'll be playing. He'll literally doing this podcast.
Guild, I'm gonna be just going at it.
He will be playing and doing this podcast at the same time.
Playing my warrior.
Oh God, get real. Play a real.
Warrior.
Play something real.
Fury Warrior and Prot Warrior. Only two classes there are in the game.
Play a rogue, son.
No, I don't play a gay rogue. Anyway, so let's go into. No, that's it, actually, dude. That's a wrap.
That it?
Yeah, that's it. That is it. Gamescom coming soon.
So we might be going live, depending on. We should be at least. Let me look at these times.
Maybe the first day.
I don't know about the first day. Maybe the second day though. That's when like everything picks up.
Well, the August 20th, that Tuesday, we're doing a podcast, and that's opening night.
Yeah, but it's all, but opening night's at 1 p.m. here, 2 p.m. you.
Well, it's not like it's going to be an hour. It's going to be longer than that.
I don't know. We'll figure it. Oh wait, no, it's 2K. The 2K gameplay showcase. That 3. I don't know.
They're showing opening night. They're going to be showing some games. Though some of the games already mentioned.
We may or may not be talking about this, but hey. Wednesday, we can because it's
maybe retirement. My retirement's coming up.
Oh man, you're retired. We ain't talking about that. We ain't worried about that.
Got family coming in town.
Yeah, thank you for your service. All right. Nah, yeah, that's right. You're gonna be. We have a Tuesday podcast. The Friday podcast might be a Saturday podcast. So because Ed does have family coming in for the fiesta. I would be at the fiesta. I wasn't invited. Plus, he lives in Tampa, which is way far away.
Don't be telling no one where I live. I'm just playing. You can come to my house if you want to.
Get attacked by one of them dogs.
Yeah, dogs and a lot of guns. All right. So, let's see. All right, Grant, that's a wrap. Hey, guys, thanks for joining. Appreciate you guys. If you guys could, go to our YouTube, subscribe, follow, like the videos. We got a lot of stuff on there. All of our podcasts, live podcasts, the audio form of our podcast. You can go to Apple Podcasts. You can go to Spotify, any other podcasting platforms. Follow us on Twitter or X. We're on Twitch. And you can just type in DMG Gaming Podcast, and you probably find us, or DMG Gaming Pod. You'll find us.
Sure will.
Or you can just go to our description on our X or YouTube, and you'll see all of our links. But yeah, please come subscribe and check all of our podcasts out. Every podcast that we've done is relevant because we talk about video games mostly, and a little, all the bullshit that's going on with the gaming verse. We do go into that too. All right, Grant.
All right, guys. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll definitely see y'all Tuesday, and we'll maybe see y'all next Friday and Saturday. We don't know.
Maybe.
We don't know. But yep, we're gonna have fun next week. We're gonna have a lot of news and a lot of Gamescom news.
Oh yeah.
All right,
maybe
guys.
Update on our Diablo journeys too.
Yep. All right, guys. We'll holler at y'all. Peace.
Peace.